Today we are going to discuss Unilever. Today we are going to study Unilever company. Unilever, manufacturer of several home care, food and personal care brands, uses personal marketing communication strategies to target specific age group, demographics and lifestyle. So this case study is all about Axe and Dough. So not about all the products. This is only for the Axe and Dove. The company has developed some of the most successful brands in the world, including Axe, a male grooming brand, and Dove, a care personal care brand aimed at women. So one brand is aimed targeted at men, and other brand is targeted at women. The Axe brand launched in 1983 and was introduced in the United States in 2002. And is now the most popular male grooming brand in the world, sold in more than 70 different countries. So people may think that the Axe people always think that Axe is the new brand because it launched uh, uh, late in other countries, but it was the very old brand. It was launched in 1983, so almost 20 40 years back it was launched. It offers young male consumers a wide range of personal care products such as body sprays, body gel, deodorant and shampoos in a variety of scents. It effectively broke through the clutter by finding the right target group and delivering personal marketing messages that touch home. So it is targeted to right group, to the men and to the teenagers, and delivering personal marketing messages to them, so their advertisement was good. The biggest opportunity existed with the males who might have felt a need for a help in attracting the opposite sex and could easily be persuaded to buy the products to help their appearance. So teenagers, they are always trying to impress the other gender, so that's why these products are easily sold by showing just advertisement, uh, which which are motivating them, prompting them, which are tempting them to purchase this product. Most X ad use humor and sex, often featuring skinny, average guys attracting beautiful girls by the dozen, hundreds, and even thousands after dosing themselves with Axe. So, after applying this Axe deodorant, it is shown that an average guy can attract a beautiful girl, and not only one girl, it can attract all the girls or most of them. The result, the brand is aspirational and approachable, and light-hearted tone appeals to young men. Axe has won numerous advertising awards not only for its creativity but also for its effective use of unconventional media channels. For edgy online videos to video games, mating game toolkits, chat rooms, and mobile apps, the Axe brand engages young adult males at relevant times, locations, and environment. In Colombia, for example, the female Axe patrol scopes out the bar and club scene and sprays men with the Axe body sprays. Unilever marketing director Kevin explained, "This is all about going beyond the 30-second TV commercial to create deeper bond with our guy." Axe knows where to reach its consumers. It advertises only on male dominated networks such as MTV, ESPN, Spike and Comedy Central. So there are some TV channels which are used by the which are watched by the male gender, and there are some TV channels which are mostly watched by the females. It partners with the NBA, NCAA, which draw young male audiences, and runs ads during big sporting events. So, as this category is only for the men, so they are they are they are they are advertising these products in sports competition. After X Super Bowl commercial ran in February 2014, it was viewed on the youtube.com more than 100 million times. Print ads appear in Playboy, Rolling Stone, GQ, and Maxim. X online efforts via Facebook and Twitter help drive consumers back to its website, theaxeffect.com. Unilever understands that it must keep the brand fresh, relevant, and cool in order to stay current with its fickle young audience. So the brand is like that. It attracts certain age group. So after that age group, that brand is not attracted to that person. So during that particular age group, suppose 18 to 28 or 18 to 25, people mostly buy these products, and after they get married or they are in they become mature, then they don't feel these kind of products are necessary. As a result, the company launches a new fragrance every year and refresh its online and advertising communications constantly. So this product is the product where when you want, when you show maximum advertisement, then maximum sale can happen, because uh, customer or the teenager should think that there is a need for these kind of products. So they are tempting products. You can say the impulse buying or impulse marketing is happening with these kind of products, deodorants and the perfumes. Realizing that the new young males enter and exit the target market each year. So depending on the situation, they feel teenager feel the need of this kind of product. Axe success in personal marketing has lifted the brand as success in personal marketing has lifted the brand to become the leader in what many had thought was the mature deodorant category. On the other side of the personal marketing spectrum, Unilever's Dove brand speaks to women with different tone and message. So when you market to the men, the strategy should be different. When you market to the female gender, then communication should be different. In 2003, Dove shifted away from its historical advertising, which touted the brand's benefit of one quarter moisturizing cream, and launched the Real Beauty campaign. So Dove studied a lot. They have done a lot of research, and they came to know that people, especially most of the women, they are underrating themselves. They feel inferior. The exact definition of the beauty they are not understanding. So they started the Real Beauty campaign. The Real Beauty celebrated real women and spoke personally to the target market about the notion that beauty comes in all shapes, size, ages, and colors. The campaign arose from research revealing that only 4% of the women worldwide think that they are beautiful. So only 4% women actually think that they are beautiful, because the definition of the beautiful they are saying, or their perception is of very high standard, or it's not real, it's not practical. The first phase of the Real Beauty campaign featured non-traditional female models. The first phase of the Real Beauty campaign featured non-traditional female model and asked viewers to judge their looks online and decide whether they were wrinkled or wonderful or oversized or outstanding. So first phase of the Real Beauty campaign featured non-traditional female models and asked viewers to judge their looks online and decide whether they are wrinkled or wonderful, oversized or outstanding. The personal questions shocked many but created such a large PR buzz that Dove continued the program. So, showing the ordinary female models, non-traditional female models, and asking people whether they are wonderful or outstanding. People started saying that they are wonderful and they are outstanding, but our perception is something else. The girls or the ladies perception is something else. That's why this campaign was very successful. The second phase featured candid and confident images of curvy full bodied women. Again, the brand smashed stereotypes about what should appear in advertising and touch many women worldwide. So there was emotional advertising uh, where they said that the ordinary female or ordinary women can also be treated as beautiful by the others, and it's not always like they should have curvy image and a beautiful looks. The third phase pro age featured older nude women and asked questions like, does beauty have an age limit? Immediately the company heard the positive feedback from its older consumers. Dove also started a self-esteem fund aimed at helping women feel better about their looks. Dove also started self-esteem fund aimed at helping women feel better about their looks. So it was not just, they were not just marketing or advertising promoting their product, but they are removing the perception beliefs that negative perception and beliefs that women has in their mind about the beauty. In addition, Dove released a series of short Dove films, one of which, Evolution, won both a Cyber and Film Grand Prix at the International Advertising Festival in Cannes in 2007. So Dove is the master advertiser and has won so many awards for their marketing campaign, advertisement campaign. So you can go back on YouTube and check their advertisements also for more information. The film shows a rapid motion view of an ordinary looking woman transformed by the makeup artists, hairdressers, lighting, and digital retouching to end up looking like a billboard supermodel. So ordinary women can also become a supermodel slowly and gradually by focusing on their care, personal care, using personal care products. The end tagline is, no wonder our perception of the beauty is distorted. The film became instant viral hit. No wonder our perception of beauty is distorted. So what is our perception is not true. And with the use of makeup and other products, it can be enhanced. Doe followed up with the Onslaught, a short film that showed a fresh faced young girl being bombarded with images of sexy, half dressed women and promises of products to make her look smaller, softer, firmer, and better. Doe's 2030 film called Sketches featured a police sketch artist who drew two pictures of same women. For one, woman describe herself to the sketch artist from behind a curtain, and for other, a total stranger describe her. A difference in the language and descriptions revealed how women are often their harshest beauty critics. So, in there is an advertisement in which women used to sit inside the curtain, and the person who is sketching that particular woman is uh, uh, is not watching that particular women. So, in one of their advertisement, it is shown that the person who is a good who is sketching is getting dictation from a woman about her face, and she is dictating to that person how sketch should be made, uh, and that person is not watching that particular woman. And after that, one stranger is who knows that who has seen that women is describing, and there is a huge difference between two pictures, two sketch. When women described her, it was not so good, not so beautiful, in not so beautiful way, but the other person who described her, that is as a stranger who has seen her just once or twice, is described her beautiful. The ad ended with the tagline, "You are more beautiful than you think." The Sketches film has become the most watched video advertisement of all time and had more than 175 million views in its first year alone. Doe's latest effort to change the attitudes of the women and promote positive self-esteem was called the ad makeover. Doe's latest effort to change the attitudes of the women and promote positive self-esteem was called the ad makeover. The campaign, so this perception of the changing perception of the women was the success formula for the Dove's advertising. The campaign appeared only on the Facebook and gave women the power to replace negative ads. The campaign appeared only on Facebook. The campaign appeared only on Facebook and gave women the power to replace negative ads such as for the plastic surgery or weight loss products on their friends' Facebook pages with positive messages from Dove like "Hello beautiful" and "The perfect bum is the one on you are sitting on." Unilever, in if effect, bought the ad space from the Facebook for the positive ads to appear on the friend's site, effectively squeezing out the negative ads. During the first week, the ad makeover app was launched, and 171 million banners with the negative messages were replaced. Although the Axe and the Doe campaigns have both sparked the much controversy and debate, they could not be more different. Yet both have effectively targeting their consumer base with personal marketing strategies and spot on messages. In fact, in the 10 years that the Doe has focused the changing women's attitude and promoting positive self-esteem, sales have jumped from 2.5 billion to 4 billion. Axe is not only the most popular male grooming brand in the world but also Unilever's best-selling brand. Now there are some questions. What makes personal marketing work? Why are Dove and X so successful at it? Can a company take personal marketing too far? Explain. So the answers to these questions, solution to these problems, we'll discuss in the next case study. Thank you so much.